Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Break ready. Blue ready. 54 miles.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, let's get him some motion.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Luke Kuechly, the all. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Andre Ellington, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10, right at the 30. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is Ellington. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10. No.
Here's Ellington. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together, it makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On third down, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. To throw again on second down. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Let's see who...
Great.
On first down, Newton. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right
there, 54 Mike.
Great.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check. Let's go.
Winston gives to Barber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Barber on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Jameis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A gain there of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now this throw caught left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Play action now, Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Newton now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is first and 10. Newton now to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Back to throw, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Got a man, it's right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch at a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Check back.
First and 10 at the 23.
Now Newton on first down. This is caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 more yards.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Newton takes it himself. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Ellington, and an alley to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. On the ground, Ellington. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
45. Tackles.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield.
Oh, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ndamukong Suh, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Newton airing it out for Olsen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Newton rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a sack for Mitch Unrein.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to a field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That's caught out left by Perriman. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Barber. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tough.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Newton now to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 7 yards there and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Mike.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Newton now on second down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Artis Payne. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle, and you get caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Allington. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Who's that? Check 1500.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
Ready? Flag. Check. 59. Hey, let's get this.
From the red zone now, Winston. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. From the end zone, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Noah Spence in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Line 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.